I think it looks way more well-rounded. Like Nigma is very, very reliant on actually winning the top lane against the OD, which they can. Prophet Drow is a strong lane into OD, but I'm just a little worried that the PL will just free farm and
test, 1, 2, 3.
and mic test them.
Like your moves. I like your style.
B-Cop, how do you feel about Nigma Galaxy?
I kind of like it. I think GH is definitely one of the heroes or players you got to look out for in this game. How he's going to be able to go in with that snowball, get some of the saves, potentially opens up, and mind control when you've got $1,000 worth of cosmetics on a Mars. I think you're potentially ready to go. You know, it's all about the cosmetic game, as I've learned in the Chinese region, and mind control. Well, he's got Crimson Witness Spear and Shield. Can't beat it.
Your top tier cosmetic analysis there coming massively in handy. Any predictions, Black? Who do you think is going to win?
I think the last PPL is going to be a little bit too strong. Like, it's a free PL game, and Nisha also loved to play the hero back then when he was playing with his Polish stack. Like, he played PL a ton, and his PL is very strong.
Mm-hmm. Do you agree, B-Cop?
Yeah, I think that's the hero that kind of made him popular when he was playing with like Kingwin and Let's Do It, right? Was it the Summit that they were playing that hero a lot at? And it feels like that's just a classic for him from back then. So I actually really have a lot of faith in this Phantom Lancer, despite the fact, you know, it doesn't have $1,000 worth of cosmetics. When you've got analysis as tough as cosmetic analysis, really find anything else to say.
Okay, well, B-Cop and Black have got a lot of faith in this secret draft, but I've got a lot of faith in our casting duo. It's Nomad and Lizard.
Dan Offen, yes, that's right. Into the next series of the day, it is Nigma Galaxy versus Team Secret. Lizard, do they have a PL problem?
They do have a PL problem, but they also have some solutions. They have heroes that can protect the Drow and the Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet, who is going to be played on position 5, by the way, in the form of this Mars and Tusk, right? So a lot of these repositioning and defensive tools, I can definitely see LTW make it work. And this dude has this new set. Come on, like, can I just look at that for a bit? I've never seen it before.
Yes, we've got that beautiful Arcana.
It was his stack. Yeah, it was his stack and Thompson stack that we couldn't win against in like a month or two, and then we just disbanded. Like, so
you're like, oh, we can't even beat these rubbish tier 2 players, and then these guys go on to
exactly. It was literally that. It was literally before Thompson was picked up by OG. We were like, why is our midder losing all the time to this damn Pugna and Invoker? Like, what the hell?
It's Invoker Meteor Hammer nonsense.
Yeah. Top lane Puppy. They're gonna claim this bounty rune.
Damn. Claimed. And one gets denied by Kuro, so it's going to be 2 for 1 on the bounties.
Yeah, and the other rune actually wasn't even contested. It's alright that he didn't. I like this lane. Drow plus Nature's Prophet. Usually with Drow you want some Undyings, Augurs, you know, these bulky frontliners, but Nature's Prophet kind of brings that to the table with his Treants, and OD really hates playing against it.
Why is that? Why is that lane no fun for OD?
He just can't deal with the Treants. They're just following you around, and minus armor from the Blightstone of Nature's Prophet also hurts a bit. Not the whole time, but you can't deal with the Treants, right? Like, usually if you're a Mars or some similar hero, at least you can kill off the Treants, but not here. No chance.
No AoE available, and it's going to be Yapsol's job to keep him safe, but Yapsol's just trying to mess with the Drow as much as possible here by the looks of it, not really bothering to contest Kuro. He is the king of this lane by the looks of it, very strong Nature's Prophet pick.
Yeah, he is. I still think that OD should get a reasonably timed Meteor Hammer. It's all about just playing with the equilibrium of the game, of the lane, and that's it. Perhaps Nyx Assassin pulls the lane back or something similar, and Ice should get the meme hammer.
Now, we'd be remiss to say that, this is a very even series. I think based on DPC results and just general showing of the team so far, Secret have looked like the better team. However, Nigma, they were a little bit mixed up at the start. They didn't have Miracle playing with them for a while. He's only been playing with them for a little bit now, so maybe this is when we start to see Nigma sort of form into the team we know they can be.
They're stalwarts. They start off very slowly. They don't move very fast, but once they get their form, they're one of the best teams in the world. That's my general feeling on Nigma and on Kuroki and all of his stacks, all of his teams in the past. So I expect a lot from them, even though they had a really rough start so far.
OGH, lost the drag race for the rune. Samael's going to grab that one. Unfortunately, unable to help out with that. But yeah, GH Tusk is going to be a fun one, that's for sure. I really love seeing this guy play Tusk.
Yeah, so far what he's been doing is he's been messing with PL. Meanwhile, Enchantress has been messing with Mind Control. They're kind of ignoring each other. Well, up to this point. They have been ignoring each other up to this point and just playing with their cores. But GH, what he did really well is he blocked the camps. He didn't allow Puppey to take more than one big creep.
I love that little eating the tree there from Puppey as well. GH just trying to hide behind that one tiny tree, and Puppey's just like, come on, bro.
Will not be allowed to make any sneaky plays like that. But still, GH did pull the full wave behind the tier 2, behind the tier 1, that is.
Yep. Slamming the reset button on that top lane and just making sure that him and his core are getting a nice little bit of farm. That'll be well received for sure.
Who's struggling? Yeah. Who's struggling the most is the one you just mentioned, Ice, right? Yeah. In the lane.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've seen him do fantastic things on this OD. In previous games, he's had a wonderful time. However, unfortunately, in this game, he is off to a very slow start. I don't really remember what his lanes were like in the previous games, but because I don't remember it, I'm imagining it just kind of went pretty...
Yeah, it was alright before. This time around, you can even see the item build is different, right? Like, usually on OD, even on offlane, people start with the crown and you go straight into Ring of Health, into the Meteor Hammer. But he just cannot allow himself to do that, because if he does lane without boots, he's probably gonna be killed. Frost arrows plus Kuroki hitting you with Blightstone, you won't survive that.
You certainly will not.
Yeah, you see Absorb creep skipping now. They're just realizing that this lane is not winnable, so doing everything they can to make it even.
Yeah, so a bit of chaos. Just mess with things as much as you can is the aim of the game here, and make sure this lost lane isn't like a feeding lane or anything like that. You just want to minimize your losses. Important part of Dota 2. So I thought they were doing the middle. They're fighting, they're brawling, and I think it's Samael who's going to go down here. He's out of spells, out of life. And Miracle is going to draw first blood in the 1v1 Nibs. Two legends brawling it out there.
And it was actually Sumail that went on Miracle. He was the one being the aggressor. And as it happens many times, you get baited a little bit too much. Miracle turns with a nice CMP and Cold Snap. Ice. Yeah, he just can't approach the lane.
He's having a real rough one here. His net worth is super low at the moment. I mean, early days still, but yeah, not feeling great.
There's GH rotating. He might die here. He has a TP, but oh,
ooh, the shots.
He's one of the fastest heroes in the game, right? Like very early on, gets a ton of movement speed. So also with that one small ring of regen, he will be able to at least get some HP and continue laning. Mid lane.
Yeah, we'll give him the bit of a down that one. Meanwhile, Miracle taking some hits from some Samael. Yapsol coming in as well to try and help out with this one, but GH in the neighborhood as well, so no one's actually going to drop here. Just a bit of trading.
They were literally running side by side, and now it's Yapsor that's caught.
A bit. Yeah, tag team, pretty useless spell if you're just by yourself this early on. It needs to be like at least one of the hero whacking into them when you're at these early levels. But nice tornado here onto some mail. He's going to have to outplay his way out of this one. Actually just chooses to stick on the spot. He's salving up. He's trying to keep himself alive, but he might be out of gas. He's going to get killed off here as GH brings him down. Stun on to Miracle, though. They're looking for the trade on the side of Team Secret. Can they find it? Look at the body blocks coming out from Kuro, holding both Yapsor and that Tailbear Smasher back and trying to keep Miracle alive as he comes back in and gets mana burnt promptly by Yapsor. Kuro, so tanky, but is eventually going to go down.
Rocky falls, but you got what you came for, right? Like, you killed this Void Spirit, you're moving back, you're feeling really, really great on Tusk and on Miracle's Invoker. This is the second time that Sumail has fallen. Is there a way... I'm thinking maybe they can dive this. They can't, really. There's Cold Snap still on off cooldown.
Yeah, Sumail 0 and 2 now in the middle lane. This is not what we expected.
Yeah, usually you kinda have this lane go even. Void Spirit wins the CS, and then you can rotate around with Invoker once you get that turn. They want to go on him again. Enchantress is around, but they only have the 30 seconds on the Centaur Conqueror.
Probably won't be enough, especially with Miracle so far under his tower here. A gank just doesn't seem possible. Feels a little desperate from Team Secret. I don't know, like they're trying to force this mid to balance itself out somehow.
So can you give us like an 8-minute recap, Nomad, of the lanes for everyone that's just tuning in?
I like your moves.
I sure can, Lizard. I sure can. Bottom lane has gone absolutely great for Team Nigma Galaxy. Their Drought's having a wonderful time. Mid lane has gone absolutely great for Nigma Galaxy. Miracle's had a wonderful time. Top lane...
Also,
top lanes. Yeah.
Absolutely fine. Yeah, so I wanted to ask you because 3 out of 3 lanes have went pretty damn well for Nigma. Yeah, PL is farming, but Mind Control is having a free farm as well. Sure. And you're playing versus this lineup that has mid lane. Let's see, maybe something happens here.
Sumail trying again, but without the backup. I don't think Miracle's falling here. Just some heavy harassment.
Top lane. They might go for Mars here.
Let's see, they've got Puppy nearby. He's going to pop the arena, but Anisha's going to dodge it out pretty easily with the Doppelganger, and that's going to be kill onto Mind Control. So Secret start getting something coming back on their side.
Yeah,
He puts some pressure on the offlaner.
He just took too much damage from the PL. Just from the right picks. Mid lane, Walker.
Yep, Tornado down, gonna purge off that shield. Sumail being punched up pretty heavily. No more mana on the Void Spirit as he gets surrounded and beaten down. Once again, punished for his aggression once more. How many times are they gonna teach him this lesson, old man?
Is this 0-3 now by Sumail? Okay, I remember there was a tournament in which he went 0-4 on Storm and then just dominated afterwards. It's a different age, a different spirit, but you know, it's Sumail. It's the same guy.
Yeah, that's what's in my script anyway. That's what's supposed to happen. Tornado out, just throwing the little crab into the Yapsor, getting pretty low, but not quite low enough. He does escape through this. Sorry, the Scorpion. People get mad when I call him a crab. Rightly so as well. Kuro, meanwhile, not quite so lucky if they're going to set up onto him quite easily, so that's a very clean kill for Prophet, but still a lot of heroes rotated mid for it. Probably not the position 5 you want to be bringing down there.
Yeah, it's the second time that they rotate a lot of heroes, and the only guy that they get is Kuroki. He's fine with that. He doesn't even need to waste the teleport scroll afterwards. He's going to TP to any lane that needs him and start pressuring it. Sumail tries to go on Invoker once again, but no detection.
Sumail he's angry. He's wanting to settle things in the middle lane, and I don't blame him.
I don't blame him as well. He can settle them, but I feel like this smoke might be extremely good for Nigma if they manage to connect with a gust, right? Like, they need to silence the Void Spirit, and it looks like Sumail knows. He went back, for now at least.
They might... I mean, they have got that area pretty well warded. If they didn't see the smoke, they certainly saw Heroes Gathering, but they're going onto the Mars once again here. Nisha just smashing into them. They do get the spear out onto the Nyx Assassin, but it doesn't matter. Mind Control goes down regardless. Meanwhile, Nigma Galaxy showing in the middle lane. They want to pressure this tower, and they can do exactly that with the heroes they've got around.
Yeah, and this is the 10-minute mark, right? The Carti has arrived, and you can definitely dish out a lot of damage. Prophet is also tipping in.
Oh yeah, the whole gang is here. They want to take this tower. They've killed the hero. Now they want to take his tower. And I think they're going to be able to do exactly that. King of what? King of the mid lane? Well, he's got no tower anymore, and no puppy either, as he's going to get slammed down on. Great shards out to catch him. Tornado as well to follow. Very nicely done from Nigma Galaxy. This team is waking up.
Yeah, they're completely capitalizing on the lanes one. Mid lane and bottom lane. Drow, really good rotations by her. She gets that Dragonlance, instantly goes mid. Meanwhile, as a nice size OD, he actually does have a Meteor Hammer. He's hiding it. Like, this is a cheeky play. The Meteor Hammer is right next to him in the courier.
Yeah.
He doesn't
So he's
want
going to go
show
for the
it.
Astral, then get it delivered to him?
Exactly, yeah. If anyone
boy.
shows himself. Yeah.
I hope this pays off. I love it when things like this pay off.
Well, it won't. ISS actually takes it.
Boring.
Oh,
and now he's
actually
gonna get
it does.
snowballed. Oh, it does pay off. He gets him perfectly. Everything went exactly to plan. Goodbye, GH.
Like, you know, it's that one moment when you see him snowballing and you're like, okay, this Meteor Hammer is definitely going off. The only question is, will it connect on the Tusk or not? And as GH tries to run, yeah, it's very unfortunate for him. He loses his life and the tower.
Yep. Sometimes it do be that way. Oh my god. That's just really unfortunate for GH there, to be honest. That's...
I mean, his only job... hold that thought, Yapzor. Kuroki might fall again.
Hello, friend. He's being stalked by the Nyx Assassin. A nice prediction there from Smail with the Remnant. He places it down and gets a kill onto Kuro once again.
Yeah, Ice is still pressuring down this bottom lane. Perhaps afterwards he can turn towards mid lane with the Meteor Hammer. As they do have a defusal on Phantom Lancer. I don't know if Nisha really wants to be joining these fights at the moment, though.
It's always tempting when you have that diffusal blade, you know, if you get like 1 or 2 kills after picking up that diffusal blade immediately, then you can just snowball games so easily. But if you die with it, that's a different question entirely. But that's kind of the nature of carrying. Yeah, he's walked up into a trap here. They might be able to bring him down. Samael, he's getting revenge this laning phase. And he will be able to get the kill. Nisha's actually the one to pick that one up, which is good. Meanwhile, oh my god, look at the damage coming out from the Drought from the low ground, along with Mind Control. Puppy and Ice, both dropping straight off the bat. GH is going to fall, meanwhile, as they take him out. And Nisha's just doing what he wants in this fight. He's taken down yet another hero. Transfer staying pretty far back here, not getting involved as Mind Control's just getting beaten down by Samael and Nisha. And this is exactly what we're talking about. Turn up to the right fight with this Diffusal Blade, and you will tear everybody apart. What just happened? 4 heroes dead on Nigma Galaxy? I thought the game was going well for them.
Yeah, I thought that Nisha might not join the fights, because usually you see players get this Diffusal and then wait a little bit at least for the Yasha or the Ultimate Orb. But he realizes that this game is just completely in his hands. They can't really control him. There is no silences, so he should be able, besides obviously Drows, so he should be able to go in and out of fights. He was completely uncontested. Really nice initiation by Mars, though. He went for that first item blink. They dished out a lot of damage in the arena. It just wasn't enough. Maybe a slight miscalculation there by Miracle to run uphill into the Radiant jungle, where the enemy team has been for a couple of minutes already. Because it's most likely warded, right? He runs straight into the Sentry and an Obs and feeds his life away.
Certainly does, yeah. I mean, at least the Drow didn't die during that, and she is going for the most anti-PL build you can possibly go on any ranged hero. Of course, still is the issue that PL can get on top of you quite easily, but she's just going for like pure AoE, you know, go for that Maelstrom, go for that Aghanims, just pure amount of damage onto the spread targets to try and deal with the PL.
Mind Control, smoking up, he sees the PL. Doppelgang has been used.
This could be huge for Nigma Galaxy. They need this kill, if anything, and they'll go immediately looking for Nisha straight away. Nisha holding its nerve here as he doesn't really have a choice. Will be able to doppelganger the other way and baiting away with the illusion as well. Mind Control is actually ending up being the one in trouble here, and he's going to be the one to drop instead. Why didn't that work out?
So what I'm surprised is that they didn't jump him immediately after the doppelgang, right? They weren't really decisive enough. I'm pretty sure that they did see him with the ward. The moment he doppelgangs, you jump him, and then you know that you can cast all your spells as he doesn't have it for an extra 8 seconds. But they waited a little bit too long, and by the time they went on him, used the arena, he just doppelgangs away, and now Yapzor...
Punched around the back of the tower by GH, and RTW's going to pick up that kill. Nice punish here from Nigma Galaxy. Looks like they are going to be able to hold their middle tier 1 tower for now, and that is going to limit the aggressive options of Secret just a little bit.
They actually see him.
They do indeed. Tornado is out. He's just about going to get caught on the edge of that one, and yeah, this is a dead out World Devourer.
It's the sword, you see it. It has 1 minute remaining in the Radiant jungle. It scouted out Ice, they instantly went on him. It was a very easy execution.
Sure was, Lizard. Sure was.
Still though, he's getting that BKB, he's getting closer to it, right? That's what he's farming for. You can see that they didn't truly go ham on this mid lane. They're waiting for the BKB on OD for 1 extra item. Well, perhaps not for 1 extra item on PL. They're smoking up straight up.
Yeah. 1 extra item not needed. However, the Centaur does pop the smoke, and GH reads it well and gets himself back. He's not going to let himself get caught out by this. Or if he is, then he's going to lead them on a bit of a chase first, at least.
He does have that TP, so he should be able to get away. Kuroki, however...
He's being stalked by a Centaur here. Puppy on top of him, but in comes the Arena from the Mars. He does get stunned up to the start. Here, unfortunately, is a little bit off the mark. Kuro is going to go down regardless, and the Arena doesn't really do a whole lot of them, hold some heroes still. That very pretty molly shot coming through, but landing on ultimately no one as they start punching away at Miracle, and the Centaur's still there to stun him up. He's just completely locked down. Miracle can't do a thing, and Sumail comes back in and takes out Miracle, and GH will fall also.
And they're really exploiting the fact that there's only Mars that's able to protect his teammates, right? The moment that Arena is used, he can't stop everyone from going on Invoker or on Drow. There just isn't enough control at the moment on the side of Nigma. If you don't have enough control, you need mobility. And they don't really have that as well. You don't have 4 staffs, no pikes yet. There's a Dragon Lance on Drow Ranger, but that ain't it. Tusk going for a Blink Dagger. It's going to be difficult to keep distance from Nisha's Diffusal Blade.
Feels like, to me at least, Mind Control is having a very rough game when it comes to these arenas. You know, he's getting the arenas down and they look good, but the spear follow-ups just never seem to be there. And that is hard versus PL against Void Spirit, but he's having a rough one, that's for sure.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Down comes the Meteor, down goes the bottom tier 2 tower by the looks of it. Secret. I don't think Mind Control can do much here to stop this one falling.
He's trying to protect it a little bit, delay it, but eventually it will fall. You just take 1 creep with Puppy as Enchantress, and you send it towards the tower.
Well, he will get the deny very easily at least. Meanwhile, Yapsor is following GH in the jungle, stuns him up for Sumail to come in as well. Secret going to be able to scoop up this kill onto the Nigma pos 4.
Yeah, so there's now a Manta on Nisha, right? There's absolutely no way to keep him silenced. Maybe some gust into an arena stun, whatnot, but very difficult that very unlikely that you will kill him. Meanwhile, on the side of Nigma, Miracle, who's had a really good start, is buying a Midas, right? It's not really an item that's going to impact future teamfights that well. That much, that is.
Yeah, his lane went well, but the early mid for him was very rough indeed. He got killed off a couple of times and now has to go back for the Midas, which he might not have done otherwise.
Yeah, I feel like this game is inevitably coming to a point in which Nigma will have to camp the high grounds. Like, you won't be able to just run in and take areas unless you smoke S5, ward it up, and just camp it.
Yeah, that said, the Drow is going to be very good at holding that high ground with her current build, that's for sure. Like, it's going to take a long time to end this game.
She has that agonist completed, which is a huge plus for them.
Yeah, it's massive. She's farmed, and they've actually got the spear out onto the PL. Let's see what the follow-up is there. They've got a lot of damage coming down. Nisha is gone. Hello, sir. And now, well, the Deafening Blast coming through onto Sumail. That doesn't stop him casting his spells to take down Mind Control. They do get a trade back the way on Team Secret here. Meanwhile, poking across the bow here. That's a dead Enchantress. The molly shot gets rid of her. It's RTW who gets another kill. Nice 2-man stun from Yapsor to help Sumail escape. The Remnant as well going to hold back the forces of Nigma Galaxy, but they finally get themselves a fight. Nice catch there from Mind Control. You know, he heard me talking smack, and he was like, hey, man, you want to see a spear? This is a spear. And catches the biggest target they could possibly get. And they need to stop this Roshan attempt.
And it was literally like 30 seconds after I said it's very unlikely that they will kill the PL in one spear. He didn't have any teammates around. Nisha was being a little bit too cocky over there. If there's ice around, if there's like, some nicks to break a single spell or a single stun afterwards, then yeah, PL probably doesn't die. But he was alone. He was feeling a little bit invincible, I would say.
Superman complex, yep, for sure. But does get humbled by this one, and this is going to make the game very, very even, actually. I don't know, I mean, can you talk to me a little bit more about this PL and Drow matchup?
Oh, the PL build definitely works well versus... sorry, the Drow build definitely works well versus the PL, but PL in general is considered like the counter, right? You get on top of the Drow, and you do manage to get on top of the Drow, it's very difficult for her to do a lot. You have that diffusal blade as well, and you close distance easily. However, LTW has been doing a really good job at positioning, and his team at playing around him. And because of that, he hasn't fallen, once so far. He's 3-0-3.
Pretty damn impressive, but you know, also a result of how they've played around him as well, right?
Yeah, 100%. There was a patch in which Drow was actually considered like pretty damn strong, even versus PL. Like, I don't know, maybe a year back. If you remember when she could just clear the Ancients instantly, and she was played mid.
The one-shot engine
yeah,
killer.
the one-shot.
Yes, that was cool and balanced. Enjoyed that a lot. Nigma going to force the issue here with Roshan. They get into the pit and force a reaction from the side of Team Secret. Secret, though, I mean, this is fast.
They're too far.
This is insanely fast. What? Roshan's just gone.
They're too far. They're not truly aiming at even contesting it, it seems like. Yabzor is moving in, but it's too late now.
Yeah, I mean, that is a slow scuttle if ever I've seen one. And that is going to be a dead Nyx Assassin and an Aegis into the hands of ILTW. That is huge for Nigma Galaxy. Wow, okay. I'm getting whiplash from this game. It was Nigma just screamed into the laning phase, absolutely dominating Team Secret, until Team Secret are like, no, actually, we want to win this game, take a huge team fight. Nisha suddenly looks like he's just going to walk his way into the enemy Ancient, and then, bam, Nigma Galaxy come back again, and now I kind of feel like they're in a great spot.
Yeah, they're in a great spot, in a lead, I would say, even though they're 1k behind. All they have to do is utilize this Aegis properly, perhaps take the tier 2 on top. Instead, LTW.
Thank you very much, GH. It was a little bit of hesitation there from Secret as well. They weren't fully committing to that kill, that's for sure.
I love what Puppy is doing, but let's see, LTW.
Keep her alive. Oh, the tornado. Oh dear. Not quite the combination of spills we were looking for there. Unfortunately, GH going to lose his life. Mind control probably going down. LTW in such a bad position, and
oh, yikes. Right there, man. It's like we were praising the way they're forming this wall around the Drow. They're really protecting her, and now GH is like, nope, you're coming with me, boy, let's go. Adventure time!
No, GH, please. I want to get off Mr. GH's wild ride.
He just snowballs the Drow straight into the PL, into the OD that has a BKB. And that Aegis that should have given them enough time to get the butterfly, to perhaps take a tier 2 on top lane, has been completely wasted.
Yep. You know, it's sometimes our job to you know, find reasons for things. It's also our job to just say, hey, you know what? Sometimes the communication's not quite there. You make a mistake.
They did jump him in the other position as well, right? So the task was hoping to get the Drow out of problems, but he just got him into an even bigger one.
Yeah, I mean, as well, if they hadn't used Arena just right as the snowball comes out, they would have had it for the fight and things would have gone differently, but yeah.
They do have a BKB on Mars. They can utilize that together with the Arena. Perhaps wait for the butterfly. I'm not sure if a BKB would be a nice addition to LTW's item build. Versus an OD, it's always nice, right?
Yeah, it really is. Good damage mitigation.
I guess, you know, Miracle is buying it and Mind Control is buying it as well. And they might be worried that there will be not enough damage if he goes for it too. So they decide to kind of risk it on the Drow.
setting up onto Miracle here. Yabso is looking for the play, gonna jump in with the stun. So much damage coming out with the illusion.
Are they killing him?
It's dead? Oh my god, GH has to come in and save him. That was close.
Actually, if Yapzor stuck around, if he hit him one more time, I think that was enough damage to take down Invoker with just the Nyx and the illusions.
Yeah, that caught me off guard for sure. No idea what Miracle must have been saying there. Probably
Smoke on
incoherent
smoke?
screaming. Yeah. Secret cleaning out the enemy jungle, moving into bottom, seeing if anyone's going to come forward and shove this wave. Kuro, though, wise beyond his years, will not be coming forward for this wave. And Samaya will now show himself, and Kuro will get that slight satisfaction from knowing that his hunch was correct.
Yeah, the positioning from Nigma was on point. They were on the high ground around the triangle with the Drow Ranger. Meanwhile, Kuro was defending the bottom lane, so they couldn't lose. They couldn't lose the tower to some Meteor Hammer plus 05 Heroes of Secret going at it, and they couldn't really lose the good position around the triangle where Drow wants to be farming.
Yeah, really nice strategy there. This top wave smell would be a great target. I'm not sure if GH and Mind Control together have quite enough damage to get him in time, but the Drow is just behind them. Mind Control being very, very aggressive with his positioning.
Miracle. It's going deep, but will he go towards the Void Spirit? Now he will.
They see him, but I think it's a little too late. This feels quite reserved from Nigma. I mean, they nearly got that Enchantress bolt down, but
look, one thing I learned about Secret and Puppy watching them all these years is if Puppy runs into you, you just run. You know, if he's this position 5 Crystal Maiden and he's running into you, just bail. Like, there's probably a reason why he's doing that, especially when he's playing these tanky position 5 such as Enchantress.
Wow, look at this Drow go. She just absolutely shreds everything in front of her with this build. This is absurd. Nice attempt on the gush there. Unfortunately, Samel, he did have the shard, so he'll just get himself back quite safely.
They're slowly getting to the items that they need versus PL. The Shivas is being built by Mars, and it will help out quite a bit. I wondered maybe an AC on him, Shivas on someone else, but this works too. The Butterfly is completed on the Drow Ranger, and she has Elven Tunic.
And you're not worried about them overcompensating for the PL and ignoring the OD and the Void Spirit somewhat, right?
Well, both of those heroes are kind of already answered by the BKBs, right? That's what you were going for. You pretty much PL is the biggest issue. If you look at the net worth charts as well, if you look at his items, he's the one that you truly need to take care of.
We already mentioned him being a problem. You don't have any heroes which naturally take care of him, so you just got to itemize, and itemize in order to try and answer this issue you have. But they will. Oh, actually, Save comes in from Ice. He's going to survive through this. Kuroki is found on the sidelines by Nisha. It doesn't go well. It does not go well at all. Mind control now, trying to run himself away. I'm not sure that's going to be possible, though. Luckily, it seems like they've gotten their big calls out of their BKB, TP. But no, there's a Basher on Nisha. Where did that even come from? I don't know. But he's gone now, and that is going to be a Mars dead. 3 get away on the side of Nigma Galaxy. But again, exact same as before. They try to make a play out of Puppey, and it just doesn't end well for them.
Do you believe me now?
I believe you now.
Like, the moment you see Puppey, just move away, go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Hunt a different target, try a different approach, maybe go into the triangle. It just takes so much time and so much effort to kill off that one puny Enchantress, and even if you kill him, like, he's happy with that. He might have a buyback, he's going to buyback, use that for his advantage. He bought enough time for his teammates to follow up and turn the fight. Invoker actually almost died. He was extremely lucky that Ice didn't move into Ghost Walk range. He was stunned by spiked Carapace very far away from everyone else, and Ice was literally just 1 centimeter away from being affected by Ghost Walk.
Just playing it round the edge, but this really does put Nigma Galaxy on the back foot. There is Roshan coming up in about half a minute now, which is going to be something which, I mean, obviously Nigma don't know that. They need to smoke out now to make sure this isn't happening and try and get control of their triangle once again. And look who it is. It's Puppey, the guy you absolutely do not want to go on. They'll see if they can catch out Nisha here instead. The spear does connect. Do they have the damage, though? RTW is trying to tear him apart, but Mind Control's actually going to get saved in the end. The PL gets saved by the OD. And looks like there's a bit of a reset on the fight here. Oh, never mind. The backlines, actually, they're just throwing everything onto RTW. The BKB runs out, and the Drow goes. Down goes the Mars as well. They are just taking out everybody. Nigma Galaxy being torn into pieces by Team Secret. What a team fight from them. Just wait out the BKBs, re-engage, and get the targets you came for. And they're going to clean up to make this a full 5-man team wipe for the start of Team Secret.
3 times in a row they go... Okay, truth be told, this time around they didn't truly go on Enchantress. Like, they went on to the PL as well. Nisha was caught in that Mars arena. It was a really decent attempt by them, but OD was on point, saves him, and then turns the fight. The problem that Nigma had in the fight was the fact that they have to use all the BKBs just to kill off one hero. And if they don't kill him off, then these other cores become problems as well, right? Like the Void Spirit and the OD that you mentioned earlier. Suddenly they're the scary ones. That one Sanity's Eclipse almost solo killed the Drow Ranger without the BKB.
I mean, it literally looked like the fight was going on a full reset. You know, both teams kind of quite high on HP, just sitting on either side of the triangle. Then Ice just like, actually, I'm just gonna kill this Drow real quick, and then all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kill your carry, you know, and then we'll talk about it. Yeah. No, Secret's lineup definitely benefits more from resets. Especially, look, even PL didn't go for a heart. It still doesn't matter, because the moment BKBs are out for Nigma is the moment they lose the fight. Unless they already dished out a lot of damage to the Secret's team.
Well, they're going here onto Puppey again. I mean, here we go. Arena's come down, the damage coming. They've got the Drow. Drow dead to rights, and looking for his next target, but there's no one to kill because the Drow is dead. Your damage is gone, and once again, unfortunately, Puppey is just a meat shield this game.
I just can't contain my laughter anymore. Like, it's literally like some joke, you know, like some comic book. Like, he's just, here I am, I'm a defenseless little deer, please go on me. Meanwhile, he has full Holy Locket, Ghost Scepter, Solar Crest, he has the shard to heal him up already, and most importantly, he has Ice by his side to save him.
It's a sad story, and it's one we've been told about 3 times in a row now, where they go on this Enchantress, and it just doesn't work too well for them, unfortunately.
Like, the last time they went for PL in the triangle, but Enchantress was caught. This time around, they didn't truly have an option, because it was more Puppey running straight into them.
Thank you, Observer. Yeah, I mean, in fairness, they did actually get the spear out onto the PL in that fight, and nearly brought him down. It was close. But yeah, this time it was just an attempt on Puppey's life.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I was meant to have this.
23k gold in front for Team Secret. It is a dominating lead with an Aegis as well. And yep, so it's like, yeah, I think I'll cancel this one. However, Inkuro's nearby. I'm not too sure what he can do here to help out Miracle, but Miracle's got the BKB actually, so he's trying to go for the kill onto Yapsor here, but Samael's just in the neighborhood with a double damage rune and completely deletes poor old Miracle. And meanwhile, they've got issues on their high ground.
It's not going to be that easy though.
The team's not here. This isn't looking great. Arena comes down, doesn't quite catch the OD, but they will be able to catch Nisha, I guess. No, never mind. Nisha's kind of chilling in this arena by himself as they look over towards Mind Control. Abyssal Blade comes down, the damage is there, but RTW, he's uncontested on the high ground right now, which means you can't really come near him. And this is the issue we talked about before. The high ground defense from Nigma Galaxy is very good, but yes, he is. He's coming in from the side. RTW, quick fingers on the BKB to keep himself alive, and actually TPing back here. BKB TP from inside his own fountains. They've lost Mind Control. Oh dear.
Mind Control does have buyback, so the moment Invoker is up, he might use it.
Let's see. Both teams hanging around here. Tier 3 will fall. Nisha whacking away at the barracks, and here's a buyback coming out from Mind Control. The last stand, I would suppose, for Team Nigma Galaxy, but they've got the Drow stunned up, dead to rights. Ethereal Blade from Samael takes out the Drow, takes out GH. Mind Control feels like he's one man standing against them all right now, trying to throw a spear, trying to do something, but I think, Blizzard, that this game is over.
This game looks very over, as Drow Ranger does not have a buyback. I'm just waiting for the GG here. Maybe they can decide to defend bottom lane, Invoker and Prophet, but
they do have that crazy high ground defense. You know, Nigma, they feel like they could maybe hold it out for another 15 minutes, you know, maybe plateau the advantage and see the super late game. It's a stretch, but it's possible. But I don't think that's likely.
maybe they're thinking about the next game.
Yep. Maybe someone needs a toilet, and they take a long time usually, so they're like, we'll let you go now and just delay the GG a bit, give you a bit more time in between the games.
Because Mega Creeps.
It is indeed. I mean, let's be real here. Mega Creeps aren't a problem for Nigma at all. Like, they've got this Drow who can just shred them apart.
And she's up in 10 seconds, so
Yeah.
they're giving it one last try. Respectable.
The old Oxford try, as we call it, but this Ancient is starting to fall, and that is a building you can't play without, unfortunately. Miracle just running forward in his BKB, a snowball in from GH, but it looks like he's going to direct regardless. The side just tears GH apart. Miracle's gone as well. ILTW, a brave attempt as he holds in his fountain, but this is not an area of the map should really be trying to better. That said, Nisha's gone. First life has been lost as ILTW. The Ancient is low, however, and that is just a very dead Mind Control smell once again with the Endure Blade just tearing heroes apart. RTW trying his hardest to hold the fountain. Puppy and Yapsor trying to end the game as Nisha ends GH
Objective
instead,
base.
and now they chase onto Kuro. The support's just like, get us out, please, get us out of the game. And it does look like the Ancient will